Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Snickers, you got to spin. Snickers, you got to spin.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Count. Hey, we're going right there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense. That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Here we go, 46. Let's finish now.
A first down carry for Smith. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. Point after up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Goes underneath for Bell. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, Elliott. And now running right through it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A give to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The point after is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
And he is into the end zone for Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Smith-Schuster now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Jack 16.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right.
A handoff to Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go. 488. Here we go, 46. 41's the will. 26.
Now Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down. That's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 4 yards that time. it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Dobbs. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
There we go. There we go. Kill. 21 for Will.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
With it is Brown. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitch, complete. It's Rodgers. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will take over possession of the football.
I thought you was ready though. I thought you was ready though. Yeah, I know. Top 1%, top 1%, top 500. Yeah.
Top 1,500? No, top 1,800. I'm sorry. Respect. Hey, respect. I'll finish the game.
They need to take that even the ability to concede the game out of there, because you can't concede in real life now. Friendly quit, I can see. Now you good.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
If you learn that linebacker position, man, I'm telling you, it'll help you out a lot.
Carry here for Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling.
Yeah, but taking those risks would put you in that hole, because that's panicking.
In order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Elliott looking to find a lane.
I've been down
at the line of scrimmage.
Tennessee.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports.
Believe it or not, I just started playing Madden last year.
Down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice game.
No, not right. No.
Yards. Not totally home
I'm
free
waiting for
yet,
NCAA to come back.
As they come up 1st and 10.
No. I just got to have a very good football
Prescott here to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
He just stood there.
By Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll take 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the #2 and #4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136
I'm telling you, man, if you learn that linebacker
linebacker
position, like I do not touch my safeties.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
With the safeties, that's really taking risks. That's why I stay with the linebacker. I'm closer to the line. I can control it.
And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
We got three, fellas. We got three. You good?
Yeah.
77. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
It's a nickel. It's a nickel
They'll go back
3-3-5.
to the ground with Bell, and he'll take this up near the 35.
It's a 3-3-5
maybe the
nickel.
34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a West Coast.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20.
Nah, you got it.
Offense for them
Yeah,
has
but that's
been
the
at a
game.
premium.
Good
Plays
game,
like that
man.
have been all game long.
You like what
They're
you
thinking
see,
the exact
ladies
same
and
thing
gentlemen. Like
themselves,
what you see,
but they're
like
also
this
looking
subscribe.
forward now, because
This is
now
a
these
breakdown,
plays
man.
are really for next week, trying to get
That's
some momentum going.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Out of here. Yo!